Hi you guys, I'm back again. Today is going to be a video about not two new releases, one new release that came out this month in the happy month of July. This is one that lots of people were looking forward to, definitely highly anticipated after the first one. And these two books that I'm talking about, one is a novella and one is the new book. And those are none other than Powerful and Reckless by Lauren Roberts. Now, this one is the novella, and this one is the new release. I'll talk about, I don't know which one to talk about first actually, because I want to talk about my favorite last, but then I don't want to reveal that yet. So we will just go in order from release. So obviously if it goes from Powerless, the first one, to Powerful, to Reckless. So we'll talk about Powerful first. No. Okay, I'm gonna go right off the bat and start with Reckless, actually. I've decided. So Reckless, the new release by Lauren Roberts. If you are unfamiliar with this series, which I highly doubt, it's basically a universe about ordinaries and elites. Elites being the people with abilities, higher class. Elites is very much what the word states. And ordinaries, also very much self-explanatory. They don't have powers and they are the slum of the earth to the elites, and there's this belief surrounding ordinaries and elites, and there's politics, and it gives off a Hunger Games kind of vibe with like trials and everything. Powerless was Lauren Roberts' debut release, and it gained a lot of traction. A lot of people found this book, a lot of people loved this book, because Lauren Roberts is, at this point, she is known for the banter in her books between these two characters, Kai and Payden. She's known for the banter between them, she's known for that tension. This is what she does, and Powerless was very much that. So yeah, that's what Powerless is about. Going into this one, there was something that happened at the end of the first one, something I'm not going to say, otherwise it's going to be a spoiler. I would hope that you've read Powerless if you're watching this video, but still, just in case, everything is going to be spoiler free, and if I am going to say anything, I will warn you, so you don't need to worry about that. But this one, going from the first one, nothing really big happened in this one. There was honestly not much plot. It was, I think maybe what happened is, she realized that her banter was the most popular aspect of her book, and she rolled with it, and it became very prominent, like arguments, but like tension between the arguments, and like arguing with each other just to annoy each other because they like each other so much. That type of thing. It's enemies to lovers, so it's like the banter is very much, oh my gosh, I hate you, but disguised. It's disguised because they actually love each other. Or like each other. Love might be strong. But in this, what happens is, what can you say without spoiling the first one? Kai is essentially trying to find Payden, and Payden is running around, doing her own thing and trying to stay hidden. Although that gets lost because he honestly finds her quite quickly. And so that sort of plot already gets like eliminated because it happens very quick. And then so they're together most of the book, and they're going on this adventure that is prolonged because they went through some circumstances that were not anticipated or expected. And it's kind of them going through the drama and the tedious journey of it all, and finding violent people along the way. Yeah, so they go on this journey. Kai's mission is to bring Payden back to the kingdom of Heyyy to bring her to the king. I liked this book, I really enjoyed it. I will say I was not the biggest fan of the first one. It just wasn't like everyone, it gained a huge following, and it just wasn't what I guess expected it to be. I just didn't love it as much as I thought I was going to love it, but I still really enjoyed it. It was a really good book, and these are really good books, but they aren't 5-star characters to me. They just aren't, not to me. I don't know why, they just aren't. And so I went into this expecting to enjoy it, but also not expecting to love it. So I didn't have super high expectations. But honestly, this one, I think I enjoyed it more than the first one, because in the first reading experience, the time that I was reading it was kind of hectic, and it wasn't allowing me to enjoy the book as much as maybe I would at a different time. And so this one, the peace of mind was there. There was more tranquility surrounding me, and I was able to enjoy this a bit more. And so now I know the characters, so it's a bit easier of a read. So I did really enjoy this. I give it a 4 stars. It's bordering a 3 or a 4, but I don't think it's a 3, because I was not bored. I found it interesting. I liked the banter. There's lots to highlight. You definitely need to grab a highlighter for this one, for sure. But I don't think this is what people were expecting. For what they were looking forward to, I don't think they got it with this. But I think it's a setup for the next one. So I'm really excited for the next one. She actually said that herself. It's mainly a setup, and all the explosive stuff is happening in the third one. So I think look at it as that, and you won't be as disappointed. And then next is Powerful by Lauren Roberts, the novella, which is about Edina, who is Peyton's best friend. And if you have not read Powerless, click off now. You don't want to hear what I'm about to say. But Edina happens to die at the end of the first one. And she is Peyton's tailor. She makes all of her clothes, as the cover would sort of indicate. She makes all her clothing to the balls and everything, and that's her craft. That's what she excels at. This book was incredible. This novella was incredible. It was the perfect amount of like plot, because we got to obviously see what she was doing while Peyton was in the trials. We got to see what romantic developments she had while Peyton was in the trials. And because obviously in the first one, it's from Peyton's POV, and so she is very much overlooked. Oh, she's just the tailor. But no, she had a lot going on. And she meets this guy, and he sort of sweeps her off of her feet. He's a relief for her, and a distraction for her, possibly, while her friend is away in the trials. It was so sweet. It was so romantic. It was precious. It was so precious. And it's one of those where it builds you up in the beginning to just make you love her more, and then breaks your heart at the end when you're reminded of the fact that she is already dead. I finished this in a cafe this morning, crying. This guy was looking at me as if I was crazy, because I'm reading this and sobbing. She wrote it beautifully. In my opinion, this is Lauren Roberts' best work, and this is a 5 stars, because she wrote the loss of it all so well, the grief so well. The beautiful quotes that went with her passing from Makoto and Peyton, not Peyton actually, but Makoto, because they had this thing going before, and obviously they formed this bond, and they had these things that they said to each other that carry on until the last moment, and it gets brought back up, and it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And so heartbreaking, so heartbreaking. I left that cafe with my head almost on the ground. That's how low it was hanging. I was so upset. She's such an endearing character. Don't tell me a cut. She's such an endearing character, and she's one of those that's like, please can you pass me that over there? Oh, no, I didn't mean it to come off that way. I thought I was trying to say it like this. I hope I didn't come off as demanding. She's one of those. She blabs to make up for what she said, or like, doesn't ever feel like she said enough, which makes her so endearing, and she's adorable, and I love her, and I miss her. She did not deserve what happened to her. But if that was what Lauren Roberts was trying to do, she did a fantastic job. She broke my heart, absolutely broke it, but she did it in a beautiful way with that writing, so I forgive her. So yeah, I just wanted to review these, because I actually read Reckless first and then went back to this, because I really wanted to be on the train with everyone else with the new release. and I want to like keep on track with my series. I want to make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be and not behind, you know. So I really enjoyed both of them, but Powerful Takes is the best work that she's ever done for sure, no doubt. I would highly recommend that you read the series, honestly, because it's very good. It is very good, and it's written beautifully, and for a debut writer with Powerless, she's done an incredible job to continue that level of like hype. You know, there's so much pressure when your first release does incredible that you have to follow up with the next projects. And I do think that she's doing a great job. So yeah, I recommend. Thank you, Lauren, for your incredible writing and for being in this space with all these other authors, because you belong, that's for sure. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it's something that you're actually looking for on the internet at the moment, because I know people love to talk about new releases and maybe see what people are thinking and if they should read it or not. So yeah, so if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, as cringy as that is to say. Please do it. If you enjoyed it, you're not obligated to, but you can. And please subscribe if you want to stick around and hang out with me more, because I would really appreciate it, and I will keep talking as long as you need or want. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon with another video, which will probably be next weekend. Bye!